All right, my minions. So, as you can see, I'm doing this one from the car. Forgive me. I still got cooties. I'm recovering well, though. But yeah, I'm a little behind the curve here, but I'm still getting this out to y'all. So I want to set y'all up for success. There's some tips and things that I want to give out to y'all. 3 principles and some other things I'm gonna go over with you to set you up for success, especially since I've been conducting this Thursday training train and showing you different techniques and things that'll help you, prepare for your test, things that'll help you beat your test and just go above and beyond and knock those tests out the water. Bow. But there are some founding principles, there's some foundations that you need. Some things you need to know, and I've touched on them before, but some things that I really need to harp on and I really need to hammer in to help you have a solid foundation, forgive me, for whatever journey you're on, whatever's motivating, whatever goal you're trying to reach, whatever dream you're trying to achieve. I want to disclaim now the fact that, this is going to be one of those very, I want to say, emotionally driven videos where I'm not watching or censoring whatever it is that I'm about to say. So, if you have sensitive ears, if you're offended easily, I'm warning you now. Turn this off. I'm not aiming anything at anybody directly, but I am going to be expressing myself in this video. So, without further ado, 3 principles. And these are the 3 rules that I have for my students. These are 3 principles you use just in life in general, especially when you're receiving help, trying to obtain help from somebody. So, principle number 1, show the fuck up. Show up. Get up off your ass and show up and be on time. And I get things happen, there are emergencies that come up, so call if you can. Some emergencies happen where you can't call, but show up and be on time. Fuck, be early, but show the fuck up. Get up off your ass and show up. Show up to class. Show up to the gym. Excuse me. Show up to that information session. Show up to your trainer. Show up to whoever's trying to help you. Show up to that webinar, that seminar. Whatever it is, the help that's there for you. Show up. You just got to, that's the first step. Be there. Just be there. Show up and be there. And be on time. No excuses outside of some emergency. And I'm not talking about you stayed up late and you're tired emergency. No. I didn't get no sleep. No, that's on you. Show up. That's all you got to do. It is that simple. I'm a fan of simplicity. You all know that. I'm a fan of simplicity. Show the fuck up. That's one thing that with my students that I have, anybody I'm training, anybody that I'm helping, value my time. I'm taking out time to help you. And I'm probably charging you well below anybody else in the area. So for me, it's not about necessarily the money. No, I genuinely like to help people. So value my time. The time that I'm taking to help you out means I'm taking time away from my kids or something else more productive that I can be doing. So show up. But it benefits you. You have to show up. You're not going to achieve anything by not showing up. Show up. It's that simple. Principle number 2, don't say no. If you're being taught what to do, if you're being given instructions, show up. Don't say no. Sorry, not show up. We already covered that. Don't say no. Now, there's a difference between asking questions for clarity and questioning what someone is telling you to do. I don't mind questions for clarity. It'll allow me you'll learn it better, you'll understand it better, you'll do better. I don't mind explaining myself. Clarity is awesome. If you need clarity, ask. But don't tell me no. Don't tell your instructor no. Don't tell your teacher no. Don't tell anybody who's trying to help you or educate you or better you or whoever is, whatever dream you're trying to achieve. Don't tell them no, you're not going to do something. But then You're wasting everybody's time. You're wasting your time. You're disappointing yourself. So don't say no. That's simple. Clarity is one thing, but don't say no. And number 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. Did I go 3 on principle number 2? Anyways, if I did, my fault. 3. It's simple. It is lovely. Just put forth the effort. You're already there. You already put in the work. You already showed up. You already have taken the steps to achieve your goal, dream, whatever it is you're trying to do, trying to accomplish. Put forth the effort. Try and keep trying and try your best. You may not get it right away. You may fail. But try. Put forth the effort. Put forth all of the effort you could possibly put forth. Those are the 3 things that you need to do, 3 principles you have. And that's for if you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to gain weight, if you're trying to be a better shooter, you're trying to be a better martial artist, if you're trying to be a better writer, anything in life that you're trying to improve upon, excuse me, and get help with. Show up. Don't say no. Put forth the effort. Those are your 3 responsibilities, the 3 principles you got to live by. Everything else, if you have a good trainer, you have a good instructor, you have good encouragement and a good person who wants to help you, everything else falls on them. Especially you're paying that person to better yourself. You're paying that person to train you. You're paying that person to help you. Everything else falls on them. They're either competent at what they do or they're not. And it is that simple. Don't get me wrong, there is some margin for error when things will need to be tweaked and readjusted to address your specific needs. But overall, whoever's helping you should be able to guarantee success if they're really good at what they're doing. So all that falls on them. When I'm training people, everything else, I've taken on the responsibility of getting them to achieve their goal. That all falls on me. Whether my student succeeds or fails is on me. As long as my students show up, don't tell me no, and what was the 3rd one? I just had a brain stutter. Oh, and puts forth the effort for whatever instruction I'm giving them. Everything else falls on me. Everything else falls on my shoulders. So there it is. 3 principles. It will set you up for success. I want you to succeed. People around you should want you to succeed. It goes back to your circle of encouragement. Surround yourself with people who want you to succeed, don't want you to fail. I want everybody to succeed, even if they're doing better than me. I try to help people as much as I can and then pay it forward, and I tell them to pay it forward. If you're in a position to help somebody, then help them. It's that simple. Now, I gotta readjust it. Now, we've been doing a lot. I showed you push-ups, showed you sit-ups, showed you some other things, and we're going to get into more things regarding Thursday training. Cooties again. So we're going to get some more things regarding Thursday training. But before we advance into anything else, especially when I start bringing out weights and some equipment and other things, what I need to address is, 1, proper form and proper technique. And I've mentioned it before, but it is so important. Proper form, proper technique. You want to do it right. For one, it's a safety thing. You don't want to hurt yourself. It's so easy to hurt yourself. I hurt myself for like 4 weeks doing push-ups. Something I do every day. No big deal. Knock some push-ups out. Bam, bam, knocking them out, knocking them out, knocking them out. And I don't know what I did. I don't know what turn I did. I don't know if I twisted, but messed my right shoulder up bad. Like I thought I tore a muscle. It was like 2 weeks and it still hurt. I went and got it checked out, x-rayed, nothing. It was fine. It was just, I pulled the hell out of it. And it's so easy to do. It took 4 weeks for me to really recover from it before I could actually use it again. It's easy to pull muscle. It's easy to injure yourself. Where proper form, proper technique comes into play, where it's most important, is when you're fatigued and you're tired and your body's on autopilot. You don't want your body to go back to bad habits. Our body tends to go into a default mode. Well, you want that default mode to be the proper form and proper technique even when you're exhausted. That is when safety is a risk, is at risk the most. Once you're exhausted and you're not thinking and you're just going through the motions, you still want to keep that proper form and that proper technique so you do not hurt yourself. So proper form, proper technique, safety. Bilateral symmetry. Before I get into that, proper form or also proper technique helps you get the most out of your workout, the most out of what you're putting out, the effort. You don't want to just be spinning your wheels and not really accomplishing anything other than burning yourself out with no real results. Let's not do that. If I'm putting out the work, if you're putting out the work, if you're like me, I'm working. I want to get the most out of it. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. What am I doing? So any work, any effort you're putting out, get the most out of it. Do it right. Do it right the first time. Achieve maximum results. Maximum effort. But yeah, so proper form, proper technique, safety. Bilateral symmetry, which is a fancy term for working both sides evenly. You want to work your entire body evenly. Now, you're going to do things where you're going to do one side and then do the other. Like, I like to do farmer's carries. But I will load up the right side and then I will load up the left side, because typically if we're carrying something, we're carrying on one side or the other. But there are certain things that you do together, like push-ups. Well, most people are not ambidextrous. They can't evenly work or not evenly good at using both sides at the same time. You're either right side dominant or left side dominant, like saying right-handed or left-handed. I'm right side dominant, which means my right side, my right arm and right leg and my right side wants to do more work than the left because that's what it's accustomed to. So when I'm doing deadlifts or I'm doing bench or I'm doing push-up, things that require me to basically use my entire body equally and evenly, I gotta make a conscious effort to remember left side, work that left side, work that left side. Otherwise, my right side wants to take over. I can see it a lot in running, where a person will have a full stride on their right side, but the left side is really shallow because the right side is used to doing all the work, and vice versa. If they're left side dominant, it's the same thing. The left side will have full stride, full motion, and the right side will be shallow. So it takes a conscious effort. You eventually break into the habit of bilateral symmetry and doing everything evenly. You work one side, you work the other. Work the front, you work the back. Work the left, work the right. Work up, work down. Work down, work up. Excuse me. But until then, it's going to take, like anything else, anything new, it's going to take a conscious effort. You're used to doing something a certain way for so long. The hardest part is unlearning what you've been doing first before you can actually learn to do it right, or learn to do it necessarily right, but learn to do it a different way. You know, there is that principle, that a way principle. This is a way, not the way. So we're covering many principles today. So what I was saying, yeah, bilateral symmetry. Work both sides evenly. You have to think about it. You know, and now that I've told you about it, you'll start to identify, oh, I am shallow on my left side. My right side is doing more of the work. My right side is putting forth more of the effort. You know, so it was my mentor Josh, my brother Josh. He's the one who taught me so much about fitness, just so much about life. And that was the first time I heard that concept of bilateral symmetry. And he explained it to me. Total game changer. Basically a lifesaver. So if anything that you're going to do in life, you're putting forth the work, do it properly and give it all your all. Give it your all. You'd be amazed at what happens and how things turn out. And it's the fact in the results and how you feel afterwards. Like, I don't like running. I hate running. It is mind-numbing. I don't like it. Nothing wrong with it. For people who do like it, you know, But this is not for me. I run because I have a certain goal that I want to achieve and it's required. But, I'm running 5 to 8 miles a day. I hate it, but I love the feeling once I'm done. Like, I'm putting forth the effort and I'm doing the most that I can. Since I've got to do it anyways, I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to make it count. When I'm done running, I just feel great. I accomplished something, especially something you did not want to do, and you start to see the results, and especially you achieved it. It took me a while because my body type is not that triathlon type. It took me a while to get up to 8 miles. Now I'm looking at advancing to 10 miles. I always got to be doing better, got to be pushing further. But anyways, so recap: 3 principles. Set you up for success. Show the fuck up. Don't say no. And put forth that damn effort as all that you can. And also don't forget proper form and proper technique, safety, and bilateral symmetry, working both sides even, working your body evenly. Get used to that. And that all ties into, if you're working out, you're putting in the work, make the most of it. It all intertwines. It all interlocks. So thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining Nemesis group. Sorry it was like this, but I had to get this out to you. I really need to start doing these videos, pre-programming these videos, like just take a day and knock out a bunch of videos so I have them ready for y'all. I got a good video for y'all for Monday. It may look like this. I might have to do it in my car, but it's a good video for y'all for Monday. And my man Mike from Mike's Car Hole has suggested that I kind of bare my soul a bit and show you some of my some video, or I don't know if I have video, but definitely some photos of my less leaner days. There was a point where I was pushing. I'm 5'7", mind you, and there was a point where I was pushing. I was 210 or heavier. So think about that. I got some photos I'll share with y'all. So I'm probably going to tie that into a different video that I'm going to share with y'all. That's probably going to implode the internet once I share my viewpoint on it. But anyways, thank you for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and share and follow, and like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment. I read them all. I respond to them all, except for those weird ones that are just links. I have no idea what to do with that. I have nothing. I don't know. And if I didn't mention it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see y'all next time. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.